Here we go. Okay, so we got 3 tier lists, okay? We got badges, we got moves, and we got items. The badges and moves will be pretty straightforward. The items one I need to create a special tier for. These are going to be this is going to be tier lists for speed running. This is going to be a little weird, but I really don't want to make 3 separate tier lists for Hooktail, Gloomtail, and EX mode. I think that we're going to kind of average. Some moves are slightly better in Hooktail. Some are slightly better in EX mode. Gloomtail is kind of like a middle ground, I would say. But I would say that the core strategies that you'll see in all 3 are the same. Let's get rid of D and E because I don't think we need them. If I need them back, I'll grab them back. Because I do feel like there's a big gap between really, really slow badges and like mid badges, if I'm being honest with you. So let's define our tiers really quick, okay? S tier is going to be very, like, literally the fastest. These badges are the core of any god run, basically. Whatever's getting you to the end like super fast, S tier is it. If you find these badges, you gotta invest. And sometimes it's worth it to like save up coins just to try and find these in a Charlieton shop. Like, that's how fast they are. A then is like solid. If you pick this up, you're not gonna be hurting. Usually pretty good to use, but it's not always like at this like for A tier, like it's not always gonna be super fast. It may need something else to come online, but for the most part, it's very fast. B tier is gonna be, I think B tier is something that is solid on its own, but cannot be like super fast. It's more of like this badge might save you, because there are badges and moves and items, honestly, that can get you out of a situation where you don't die. And if you don't die, you're going to go faster than if you do die. Especially if you die like on the 6th floor, you know, like that would be awful. Like, imagine dying on the last fight of a set. So these badges can help with that. They can help alleviate that kind of stuff, but not necessarily super fast. They can be supplemental and can accelerate things, but I would say more often than not, these are like middle of the road badges that can offer decent utility and or save you. C tier are going to be badges that need moves to like really open up what they're capable of. Like, if you have this badge and you don't have the move, it's really not providing the value that it could be providing. And I think in some cases could actually be slower than if you don't have the thing equipped. How's that? Yeah. Like, if you don't have these other things available to you, then this badge could be slower than just ignoring it. But once you have the things unlocked, it becomes good. I think that's what C tier should be. And then F tier is do not ignore, do not pick up. It's not going to be worth your time. And do not even bother trying to equip it because it's not doing anything for you. Or it's actively making you slower. Let's begin. We're just going to go down the order. As usual, we'll just go from left to right. Okay, I think Power Plus, easy A tier. Power Plus P, they're both the same. These two are 5 BP in Tower of Trials. These badges are great to have. However, the BP cost is kind of a hindrance. So building into like Power Pluses specifically can be kind of difficult. You're not able to equip a lot of utility if you have a lot of power. Now, if you stumble onto a lot of BP and you have a lot of Power Pluses, like, it don't matter. You're gonna fly through everything anyway because you got a lot of power. But like, you need that BP investment to really make things happen. All or nothings are kind of the same. It's 4 BP. Yeah. It's only one less, so I do think it's kind of in the same spot. However, I'm going to put them both above. I guess partner overall is a safer and stronger pick, so I will put the partners over Mario. Just in general, a partner-focused strategy is safer than a Mario-focused one, so especially if it comes to like Danger Peril. So I will keep the partner over Mario for this. For power, at least. One thing to note is that besides the 1 BP cost, the only real difference between All or Nothing and Power Plus is you have to use the action command. But I'm going to be so real with you. I actually think that's fine. I think for the most part, Mario is probably not missing his jump very often, especially in Gloomtail or EX mode. Now that's more of a Hooktail thing, but like in Gloomtail and EX mode, you're probably going to be using levels to hit certain damage values, and these power badges just help you hit that faster, which means you're probably using both your jumps anyway. I mean, hammer is hammer, you know, and then the partners really, I feel like, do not suffer either. It is something to consider, but in my experience, I don't feel like hitting those jump action commands is taking away too much. Perfect power and perfect power P. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. I think perfect power P is B. It's so much easier to just let partners take damage than it is Mario, especially if you've got no pain, no gain on. If someone's got to be taking damage, it should probably be the partner, depending on the build, of course. But in general, I do think partners are probably taking more damage than Mario is. On the other hand, I think perfect power for Mario is very good, and I actually think it's better than most of these. I think if you get, like, if you buy, like, 4 or 5 perfect powers, Mario is slaying enemies. Like, he just does not care. Yeah, I think especially in Hooktail, I think perfect power is really good. I think perfect power P is also really good in Hooktail, but I think even in EX mode and Gloomtail, Mario's ability to first strike, even without spin jump, is really good. And perfect power, it's only 2 BP, so it's like you can slot a bunch of other things. I think Jumpman is a de facto C tier. Now hear me out, because Jumpman obviously is 2 BP, very strong. Mario's jump is very strong. However, this game loves to fucking throw spiky enemies at you like there's no tomorrow. Like, I feel like there's always a spiky enemy somewhere to ruin your day. And if you don't have Spike Shield, you're getting kind of fucked. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Especially early. Like, if you equip this thing early, like in like the first 2 or 3 sets, and you encounter some spiky enemies, you're not doing the damage you need to like clear them quickly if you got Jumpman equipped. So Jumpman is so, it needs, listen, let me just put it to you straight. It needs Spike Shield. Like, you need Spike Shield. The second you get Spike Shield, Jumpman becomes better than all of these badges. And if you get Ice Power along with it, you're set. I don't even know what Hammerman... I don't think Hammerman is fast. What would Hammerman need to outclass Jump? What would it need to be better than like a good multi-bounce? I guess if you had a really solid like Flurry or Vivian build, you could Fire Drive and Quake Hammer things, even Goops. This has to be towing the line between C and F for me then. To be honest, I think there's a little lack of experience on my part. I have generally stayed away from Hammerman because I perceive it as slow. But that's not to say that a good hammer build could not do something with the right partner setup. It's just, it's like, you need a lot of things to happen, I feel like. Okay, the P-ups. Yeah, I think I'll put this in S because I feel like you can actually build a partner off of just P-up, D-down Ps, and because of the auto-revive, it just doesn't matter if they die. So I think this is a no-brainer. Grab this badge whenever you can. Like, if you can buy like 4 of these, like, you're kind of set. P-up, D-down, on the other hand, this is tough because Mario, you don't want to die. It's so silly to say, but if you've got the build where you can just multi-bounce and just partner through everything, I feel like P-up, D-down can be cracked, but it needs like a little more setup to be useful. Otherwise, you're just putting yourself in more danger than you need to, in my opinion. Do I want this bottom of A or B? That's what I'm thinking. I think B. I think top of B might be my choice. For now. Let me see how the rest of the tier list shakes out, because it's on the line between A and B for me right now. This might need to be an A, actually. Because if you're going the Mario Peril route and you put these on, who cares if you have less defense? Like, you're gonna die anyway. So just put them on for more power, because that'll just help you. Like, there's no reason not to. The P downs. Okay, for real? Don't do it for Mario. I don't think you need to do it for Mario. Just like an Infinite Pit, there's a very niche Yoshi use case here. This toes the line between C and F, though. Even more than Hammer. Well, even more than Hammerman does. If you actually get Stampede go online, you could use it. Like, it's not out of the question. It's just... Okay, I'm thinking about it more. If Yoshi dies, who cares, right? Because he gets revived, so maybe this doesn't matter. So I'm going to put it up down here, actually. Defend Plus. And Defend Plus P. I mean, Defend Plus doesn't need anything. I think I'm going to slap this into B. Bottom, probably towing the line between B and C. I think Defend Plus can save you. I've definitely used it a couple times before. It's way more useful on Gloomtail and EX mode. I do not think you need to do it for partners, though. This is kind of the same thing as P down, D up P. Like, the partners just don't need defense because they always revive into the best possible scenario for you if you're running partner Peril, which is Peril. So I just don't think it's worth it. Damage dodge, don't need them. I'm not ordering F tier, by the way, because I don't want to. So we're just going to put them in the order that I found them in. That way it's easier. No pain, no gain. Easy S tier. One of the best badges in the game. Like, it's so good. Like, it doesn't matter that you might die. You gotta, if you want to go fast, especially if you get this early, you gotta equip that shit. Now, obviously take it off if you're like in danger, but the thing is, even if you have it equipped for half of any of the towers, you are making so much fucking bread that you can buy whatever you want from Charlie. Like, it just don't matter, bro. Like, it really enables the crazy god runs. It lets you buy 4 P up D down Ps. It lets you buy Mega Rush P or Mega Rush or Power Rushes. This is money. And money is good. You know what? I have to. I actually have to. It is better. It's so fucking good, though. Power Rushes. I think these are top. These are the tippity top of A tier for me. Well, no. These should be an S tier, too. Okay, I'm going to put Mario's at the top of A. Because if you get a Power Rush P badge, you can do the same thing as if you have Mega Rush P and still get the boost. And again, it just doesn't matter if partners die all the time. You're getting the power at least a turn or two out of it, usually. So I think it's much easier to just be like, okay, partners can take damage, who cares? I'm probably stacking P up, D down Ps anyway. Whereas with Mario, you're not really going to be doing that combo. Especially if you got double pain rolling. Sorry, no pain, no gain. I'm going to call it double pain like 5 more times probably. You're not going to do that combo as easily. Because if you die, then you have to restart from the last checkpoint, which you don't want to do. So, like, unless you've got a really strong build, you're not going to take that risk. So I do think it's slightly worse. Whereas with partners, it's relatively, you can just do it. Like, if you have 2 or 3 power rushes, you can just do it. I do think Mega Rush P and Mega Rush is at the bottom here. Well, no, okay, let's not be crazy here. Let's put Mega Rush below P, up D, down P. Because the Mega Rushes do change how you play. Do I think No Pain, No Gain is the best badge in the game? No, I think Mega Rush P is the best. Here's the thing. I do think Mega Rush P is probably the best badge in the game. Partner strategies are safe and fast. Especially, now, obviously this is not always true, because you may not have a really fast partner, but overall, Mega Rush P, very strong on almost any partner. Besides, like, well, I mean, even Bobbery can make use of it. It's just like, that's a lot of FP. Obviously, if you got Koops, it's magical. You got Flurry, amazing. Like, even Vivian or Yoshi, Goombella, Mouse, all of them, because they all serve specific roles. So if you got Mega Rush P, you can enable those roles and fly through the tower. Mega Rush, on the other hand, is very fast. If you've got, and the thing is, Mega Rush requires crazy setup. You need a good, well, I guess you kind of need Spike Shield for Mega Rush, if I'm being honest with you. But like, I do think that it's enough that there's enough power backed behind it that like if you do get fully set up, it is potentially faster than Koops. Because Mario can just multi-bounce everything for free. However, it is still much riskier because if Mario takes damage even once, you're dead. Like, that's it. You're just done. If you're stacking PFD downs or whatever to get more power, like, you can't guard against the background or anything. You have to super guard it. You probably have to super guard a lot of moves, especially if you're getting like a Gloomtail or Hooktail tower, or sorry, not Hooktail, but EX mode. It's just like there's so much micromanagement you have to do with Mario compared to the partner that I cannot in good faith put it like as high as Mega Rush P. Like, there's just so much more. The potential is there, which is why it's S tier, because we've seen it. Fat Guy has made amazing use of it. Like, it has, like, he had world record with Mega Rush in EX mode. It's like, clearly there's a space for it, but the stars aligned for him, and then he got beaten out by like 10 minutes to Mega Rush P Koops. So, I don't know. For my money, Mega Rush P is much easier to work with. Last Stands are def B tiers. Both of them. They're just solid all around useful tools. Even if a partner is in danger or something, if you can manip that damage into peril, Last Stand has a use. Even letting them survive if they have like a higher base peril, like if they're at like 3 and they take 2 damage to go to 1, like that's them getting to attack again instead of dying. If you have to, you know, obviously. So Last Stand, same way. Last Stand definitely top, I think, because Last Stand saves runs. It saves lives. It always has, and it always will. That's just the Last Stand way. Close calls. I think Close Call P is F. I don't think it's worth it. I think Close Call, like Last Stand, well, actually, C tier, actually. Close Call is goated when you're running Peril Mario because it can save you. It can be a lifesaver. Much more than Last Stand does. However, if you're not running Peril Mario, I do not think Close Call has that much utility. I think it needs Peril Mario to be truly useful. Quick Change. Where's Quick Change going? Quick Change is not good unless you're running Peril Partners. Let's put it here. C tier. Quick Change is great when you actually need to swap out partners for like Peril Manip and stuff. But otherwise, I do not think it's it's not, spending the FP like that is not like insane, but that's not to say it's bad. It's just like it needs partners to be really good to get true usefulness. Otherwise, I feel like you're just wasting FP. Super Appeals. I think these are fine badges. I think they're both at the bottom. They teeter the line between C and B. Sometimes you need to eke out a little more star power to use a special move or something. Like, sometimes you just need that special move. Like, obviously it's not ideal, but if you need to, they're really good. The appeal buff is strong. I guess I'd put them above last tier. I think that's where I'd put them. It's super appeal, actually. Charge badges, both not worth getting. Charge badges can be very good, but you never fight Golden Fuzzy, so they're worthless. You don't need them against the dragons. God, what are these called again? Toughen Ups. Toughen Up and Toughen Up P. Don't get them. These are actually really good badges in high intensity because they give non-piercing defense, like unpierceable defense, but no. You don't need to be doing that. Like, it's not worth equipping it to try and do some HP manip and then unequipping it later. Like, that's just a waste. Like, just use Defend and Guard or something. You don't need to equip the BP for it to achieve what you want for that, at least. Double Dip. I feel like I never use Double Dip, but I don't think it's F. Like, yeah, you could use 2 attacking items. I guess that's not bad, but it does require... I'll put these at the bottom here. I think they're both... God, are they worse than Hammerman? God, would I use Hammerman before I use Double Dips? I don't know. I can see some situations where it would be good to have Double Dip, but I don't think I've ever equipped it once, truly. Oh, sorry, I just read the chat. Jay just brings up a good point. Double dipping like poison shrooms on a boss is good. Okay. This is definitely... Okay, Let me put this above Hammerman. I think they both serve a boss purpose. Like, there is a world where I will equip Double Dip just for the boss, and it will help, like, things just a little bit if you're eking out a little bit of time, which is important. So, I think all the luck badges are the bottom. Well, I don't know about Lucky Day. Lucky Day P we don't need. These we don't need. Mario's. These can be okay. I'm gonna put these. This makes them seem way better than they actually are. I don't know if they're better than Jumpman. I don't think they are. I think they're above Close Call. Or below Close Call. No. Where are these? These badges are weird because they can be useful, but like, you're investing in dodging. Okay, actually, I changed my mind. These are both F tier. Nope, I changed my mind. I was trying to think of a justification. I think Close Call is the only one. Listen, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna lay it out for y'all, chat. You can use these, and I will not judge you, but I do not think they are worth your time. But these badges are like the bane of my existence for when enemies hold them, more than like I actually use them to dodge attacks. So like, these are better in high intensity. All 6 of these are better in high intensity. Lucky Start, yep, don't even bother with this badge. This badge just makes things slow. Like, it actively slows you down. You know what? Let's just get these out of the way. All the happies too. Literally all of them, they do the same thing. Flower Savers. I think both of them are pretty solid. I'm gonna put them bottom of A. Because, if you don't know, all moves have levels in this game. You can have up to 3 for most of them. And they have increasing BP costs, but some of them you can get, even just equipping 1 Flower Saver for Mario or a partner can really dramatically reduce the amount of FP you use overall. And it's still only 4 BP. There's a lot of times where you want an extra level, because levels are also power in this game. Like, I've been talking about a lot of power here, and obviously that's really important, but like, early on, you have base 2 jump with Mario and 4 with Hammer. You can increase that by 1 to do 6 with Hammer and 6 with jump, 3 and 3. So it's like, that's pretty good. And if you even equip just 1 Flower Saver, it's really fucking good, actually. Like, and like Coop's Power Shell, amazing with Flower Saver P. Amazing. Okay, Pity Flowers. Where do I put these badges, bro? Where do I put the Pity Flowers, bro? I think these are B. Probably bottom of B. Both of them. Pity Flower is a 100% guaranteed chance to get FP when you get hit, which is good. However, you should not be getting hit because enemies should be dying in 1 turn, ideally. They shouldn't even get to attack if you're going fast. And if they need to attack, like 1 time or 2 times max. You're really... And super guarding an attack if an enemy has 1 HP is faster than letting them go through the whole attack. So you're more often than not better off not taking the hit and doing something else. Or just outright KOing them before they even get to attack. So like, they're not bad, but they're just... And they're not detrimental. So I feel like they're a perfect B tier candidate. I would put them at the bottom, though. Maybe there's more exploring to do. Maybe people need to use Pity Flower more, but I just don't feel like... I feel like when it comes... Like, if I'm going to let an enemy attack me to get certain FP or, like, take a first strike, I'd rather just first strike with Mario to kill the enemy, if I'm being honest with you. So, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Pity Star. I think they're in the same exact boat. I think Star is worse than Flower. Well, I don't know. I think the Marios are better than the... Actually, I don't think it really matters. Maybe the Marios are better. Mario's the one who gets first strike if you are going to go first strike. So maybe that's better. I don't know. This just... Oh, for those who don't know, by the way, because this is a new badge. This increases the amount of star power you get when you take a hit. Because you get star power when you take damage in Tower Trials. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're the bottom. Do I put Star over Pity Flower? Yeah. I do think Star probably gives better value. This is Super Start, I think. Super Start actually just got buffed recently as of the latest patch that just came out for it, which was not like super recent, but the most recent patch buffed this slightly. Now you only need to, it's like less BP cost and you get more out of one of them. I think this is probably right here, because this is actually really good on your, like, so basically what this does is this just starts you with a baseline star power value instead of 0. I do think even just having one equipped can be pretty good, because it gives, yeah, half a bar. Thank you, JD. Yeah, it gives you half a bar for 2 BP. That's pretty damn good, chat. Like, even just one for solid utility that can help you with special moves if you need them, if you need it. Sometimes a loadout is an earth tremor away and you don't have the power to kill them, so that it can help. The drains, yep, you already know where these are going. Every single one. I think these 4 badges have the highest potential to be something in speedrunning, but as of right now, as of this tier list, I do not think they are worth grabbing. However, if someone develops something, that opinion may very well change, but it is not something I've explored. So right now, they are bad and they should be skipped. Heart Finder, same. Flower Finder. Yeah, that's S tier, bro. That's S tier. It helps so fucking much. You can get back an entire power shell or multi-bounce with this. Bruh, it's good. And while it's not really a core, it's not really part of like a Mega Rush, like a superpower core, I do think it is an integral part of a really fast run where you don't need to manage your FP all the time. Starts with Flower Finder. A Refund, kind of a sleeper pick in my opinion, but Refund can actually be really good. I think it's bottom of A, broskies. Buying items from Charlie, like Thunder Rages, Shooting Stars, what have you, is not bad. You can get some pretty damn good coins back. It helps. And you only need one. You don't need to invest. You just, if you find one, it's 1 BP, slap that shit on, and you're making a couple coins. Ice Power. Okay, Ice Power needs Jumpman. Not Jumpman. It needs like multi-bounce or something to make it feel more appealing, because a lot of the times you can just smoke the Ember family with other attacks. You don't need Ice Power. It's a nice to have, and it does enable the free multi-bouncing. But kind of like how multi-bounce needs Ice Power, I kind of feel like Ice Power kind of needs multi-bounce, or at the very least like Jumpman, to feel like you're getting something out of it. Like, you just find far fewer fiery enemies because there's only one family of enemies compared to Spiky. And when Terror Trials doesn't give a fuck about what it puts in its loadouts, and it gives you 4 spiky enemies, you know what I'm saying? That's why we put Spike Shield in A tier. I'm even tempted to put Spike Shield in S. I'm so real with you. I think just having Spike Shield, if you get it in the beginning, just eliminates so much. It eliminates the need for specific routing to make things fast against a lot of spike enemies, because Mario can just fucking jump on him, bro. He can just jump on him. Like a Koopa Troll, bro. Like, he just jumps on him, and then it doesn't matter what happens, because that guy's out for the count. He can just jump on piranhas. He can just jump on spiky Parabuzzies and flip them or what have you. Like, he just doesn't care. I feel like when I see Spike Shield, I'm so happy. I think it might be S, bro. Like, I am feeling so good. And Spike Shield enables Mario to help be better support for Koops and Yoshi. It's part of the multi-bounce kit if he's going Peril. Broskies, I think Spike Shield might be fucking S tier in this mod when you're going fast, and that's crazy. Spike enemies are cracked. Spike Shield makes them not cracked. Okay, Zap Tap, nope, don't need it. Return Postage, don't need it. Feeling Fines, these are the top of B. These are the your run will be saved by this badge if an enemy gives you, like, if you have a really shitty loadout with like stopwatches and other things, these badges will save you, more so if you're running Peril Mario. I do think the Mario one is better. Let me move the partner one down a little. I think the partner one is less useful Like, even if a partner gets revived, well, you can run away then. But if the partner's not getting damaged, getting status, and Mario is, like, you can't. All you can do is use items to heal Mario. You can't do anything else to, like, or use a, like, obviously if you have a boost sheet, you can boost sheet Mario. But, like, in a situation where you don't have what you need to survive with Mario, the partners can't help you enough. Whereas if Mario is the one who doesn't get status, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. Like, you could just sweet treat or not even care because Mario is the one who needs to stay alive. You could just let the partners take the fucking damage and then they get into peril. I think Mario's is way more valuable. Chill out. Bro, just, you don't need this. In fact, it's actually better if you're going against Bristles early on, it's better to just get first struck by them and super guard them because they have 1 HP. Chill out would stop that. So it could actively hinder you sometimes. Fast encounters once you're in hyper go mode. But, like, I guess, but when are you actually, I feel like, when are people actually in hyper go mode? I guess you're right. Okay, I'll put it above Hammerman. I do think it can actively hinder you, though. So I guess you just gotta be smart about when you're using it. Chill out is win more. Okay, you're right. That's fair. It is definitely win more. You're right. Okay, I do agree with you that I think that's worth something. And actually, I'll put it above the double dips because of that. Okay, let's look at the list. Wow, way less badges. Okay, I'm gonna send the pities to F because I don't think the 1 FP is truly worth it. I do think the stars have potential. More potential than Pity Flower, at least. So I'll keep the stars here. Here is your Tower Trials badge tier list for speedrunning in 2026.